Today we are going to talk about why your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend keeps reaching out and sending you text messages even though you have already moved on. This video will be very interesting as it will involve some deep psychology behind it, not just that your ex is annoying and do not respect your boundaries. My name is Darina and I'm doing my psychology postgrad in Australia. Let's get started. The usual scenario goes like this. You guys broke up and went separate ways. But now you get phone calls, text messages, social media tags, etc. What's happening in your head? The question probably sounds like, why they text me still? Like it's all about them and their disgraceful behavior. But let's reframe the question. How does it happen in my life that I allow my ex-boyfriend or girlfriend to send me messages when I don't want to see them and when I have already moved on? How does it happen that I still pick up the phone and engage with them? This brings us to a word that many people not really liking, and this word is responsibility. Personally, I think this word is powerful because it gives us control over any situation. If I take responsibility for what is happening in my life, I can change it. So if you've made it clear that you don't need this person in your life and calmly communicated that it's not meant to be, yet them not getting it and continuing to pursue you, everyone knows about the block button that can solve the situation in a second. But if you're not blocking them, maybe there are other reasons stopping you which encourage your ex to keep reaching out to you. Here is something important to know. When it's truly over, the other person won't even try because they can feel it. The majority of information is not conveyed through words, but also through how we say it, or our body language and more. And when I say it's not over, I do not mean that you want to get back with your ex. You know this phrase, I'm not done with you yet, and it can be many reasons which we will be talking about later in this video. Let's get back to the double meaning messages, when what we say is incongruent with what we mean. An example. A guy wants to go out with his friends on a Saturday night, have some beers and watch sports in a bar. He shares his plans with his partner, and even though we live in a free society where people can choose how they spend their time, the girl doesn't like the idea. However, she doesn't want to seem like a not cool girlfriend, so she says, yeah, of course, go for it. I'm going to spend a nice and relaxing Saturday evening by myself with my book. The words sound reasonable, right? But the way she says it, or the way I say it, can convey a different meaning. We can clearly hear that she's mad. Because if she really meant what she says, it would sound like that. Yeah, of course, go for it. I'm going to spend a nice and relaxing Saturday evening by myself with my book. The reason I'm telling you all this is that sometimes, even if we tell our exes to stop reaching out, our manner, our tone of voice, or even the fact that we respond can give a big yes signal. By the way, guys, if you keep watching this video, can you please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel? It really will help me as a new creator. Now let's discuss the actual reasons we might allow such behavior without realizing it. Reason number one is seeking validation for ourselves and stroking our ego. Breakups are hard and they often question our self-esteem, so when your ex texts you, it feels nice to receive attention, especially if the relationship weren't great before the breakup. If you want to be honest with yourself, take a moment to reflect. When your ex sends you a message, and ask yourself, why do I want this? Do I want to communicate, or do I simply want attention? Once you honestly answer this, you'll understand what to do and whether you are wanting something or not. Reason number 2 is you are seeking revenge. You want to see them begging and pleading and suffering. Wanting to punish someone who hurt you is not necessarily wrong, because relationships are complicated and everyone copes with pain, grudges and disappointment in their own way. However, if this is the case for you, think for a second, how does that serve you? Does it make you fully happy? What could be a more ecological way in dealing with the pain? It's probably a better idea to put that energy back into yourself. The biggest punishment for an ex is seeing your bright and interesting life, seeing you being happy without them, rather than engaging in a meaningless exchange of grumpy text messages. Reason number 3 is that you secretly want them to come back. Maybe you are waiting that he or she has to do something extraordinary, apologize in a certain way, or say specific things. You want to see evidence that they are worth giving another chance. But until you see what you want, you allow them to keep texting and calling to prevent losing the connection completely. Reason number 4 is that you are not happy with your life or your new relationship not working out. So the attention from your ex just feels good and lifts your spirits. Just think about it for a second. If your life would be currently awesome and you have a great person in your life, would you even look back? Probably not. You would keep moving forward. So this bittersweet message from your ex spices up the dullness, and he or she feels that there is still room for them. So if any of these reasons resonate with you, the best solution is to block them. It's not rude or impolite. It's about looking after yourself, after your well-being and mental health. You don't need to worry about them. Of course, the block button may not be an option when children are involved, but that's the topic for another video. If you found this video useful, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.